Nobody told me that this is how life after uni is. And I applied for multiple jobs, I didn't get any. I'm not going to sit down at home and be thinking about my life. And then that's when your African parents will be like, come and do this, come and do that, come and do this. Realizing that nobody is coming to guide you is one thing on its own. Hi guys! First of all, I know I've been gone for a minute. I can't remember the last time I posted it, and I'm sorry. I even feel somehow for apologizing because every time I come here, I'm always apologizing. I came here to talk to you all, and a lot of things has happened in my life. And first of all, like, nobody told me that this is how life after uni is. It's made it seem like, oh, life after uni is gonna be so nice, so fun. People did not tell me that this is how it's gonna be. Moving on, before I like dive into, I want to talk about this thing in process. Let me not just be jumping. I did my project's defense. It went better than I expected. I was a little bit anxious. Well, I was crying, yeah, actually, because I was anxious, I know. But like everything went well. And after that examination, after examinations, I did my sign out, and it was really fun. I also made a TikTok video where I was dabbing up the graduate. If you're not following me on TikTok, go and follow me on TikTok so you can see some life updates. I also videoed when I was writing my first final year exam, and at the end of the day, I really thank God because you guys, my results came out better than I expected. So by the way, this video is basically me talking about my life after university, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick life update because I mean I've not been really consistent here, but I'm feeling I changed that 2026 new year, new me. While I was still in uni, I really expected for there to be like clarity, for me to gain direction, for me to actually know, okay, this is what I actually want. Because when I was in school, they asking what you want to do with your life after university, I'm like, please don't answer that question, because I feel like after university, when I'm already at home, I'll finally know what I want to do. And by the way, it's not like I've graduated, but I've not done my graduation, and my graduation is going to be next year. So that immediately after university, I'll gain direction, I'll gain clarity on a lot of things in my life. But surprisingly, I didn't gain clarity, and I'm the type of person that loves to get a life figured out. Like, I love to have everything figured out, but well, life had other plans for me. You see this postgraduate depression, guys, I escaped that, praise the Lord. Before I finished university, I was always hearing people talking about postgraduate depression. I know myself that if I willingly want to allow myself to fall into that depression, I'll make sure I'm staying at home, doing nothing, jobless, watching movies, scrolling on TikTok. Just doing that would make me fall into, apart from postgraduate depression, I also fall into other forms of depression. So because I knew that, I made sure to start applying for jobs even before I graduated. And when I'm saying applying for jobs, I'm not talking about applying for jobs telling them, oh, I'm a mass communication student, I graduated, my results was not even out by the time I started applying for jobs. So I applied for jobs with my skill. So in case you don't have a skill today, please go and learn a skill, because most of the time people do not really care about what you studied in school. They care about how you are going to offer solutions to the problems that they have. If whatever you studied in school, you know that it's not going to provide a solution for them, then scrap it out. And I applied for multiple jobs, I'm talking multiple, and I didn't get any. And the only one that I got here, the person sent me a text, actually a brand, sent me a text like, oh hi, I've gone through your portfolio, I like what I'm saying, but the thing is, I'm not really in the capacity to like pay anybody because there's a lot going on in my brand, so I don't think I can pay you, but you can volunteer to do this work for me for free, like I don't mind. And I'm like, okay, I know I said I wanted to work, but I did not say that I wanted to do free job for people. It's going to take me time, strength, energy, data and transport money, and I'm going to remove that from my pocket. So I was very skeptical about collecting it, but I knew that if I keep on staying without a job, you see that post depression that I was running away from, I'm going to get it. Before I actually graduated from university, I'd already started praying to God about post depression. It was a constant prayer point for me. So basically, yeah, I just took it like, and do you know what was even pissing me off about the situation was the fact that things that are not in my responsibility as what I was doing for her, she was including it into my responsibility. Why? And you're not paying me. All those things really pissed me off, but I just kept on doing it, not knowing that maybe God was actually using that to test me. While I was still working with her, I was still trying to apply for other jobs, and at the end of the day, I actually got a job that I like, and glory be to God, because I was very excited. But it's just that a lot of things happened in between. I was invited for an interview, my phone had an issue, so I did not open my mail. By the time I opened my mail, I realized that they invited me for an interview, and the day that I was supposed to go for an interview has passed. Guess what Lois started doing? She started crying. I started crying. I spoke to my mom as usual. And see, in this life, what is meant for you is for you, and just always commit everything about your life into God's hands. So I basically went to God, prayed to him, and sent an email back explaining that okay, my phone had an issue. I couldn't come for the interview because I didn't even see the mail, stuff like that. And guess what? Another interview was rescheduled. So I was able to go for the interview. With the help of God, I put in my best, and here I am with the job. And I'm very excited actually. I'm very, 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 very grateful. Now, what I'm saying, I'm just saying it in a few minutes, but the truth of the matter is that it took a month, it took days, it took weeks. I don't like slow things. I prefer like I want something, I'm getting it instantly. So during those moments where I was trying to apply for jobs, if I actually got the job, I made sure to oblio. I know it wasn't even December, but I was already oblaying. I was going out back to back because I'm not going to sit down at home and be thinking about my life. Like that was something I know I wasn't going to do to myself. I love myself and I would not allow myself to fall into depression. I was going out with my friends, like anything just involved me, like I was active. I felt like okay, getting a job would finally fulfill me. You might feel like okay, I'll feel fulfilled when I get this, I'll feel fulfilled when I get that. But the truth of the matter is that when you get it, you realize that you're actually not fulfilled. So it actually comes from within. Now I feel like if you have a bigger picture, you realize that you getting a good job does not mean that you've gotten to where you want to be in life. And I feel like that's something a lot of people know, but apparently my own mind was everything in my mind was like, let's just get the job, just get the job, just get it. And I'm like, okay, now that I've gotten a job, I think I'm where I want to be in life. Just for me to realize that hold up, wait a minute, you're not where you actually want to be in life. And I feel like that was something that was a little bit difficult for me to accept. Another thing that I realized is that a lot of people used to do fake lives. So like, do not allow people to pressure you. With my type of job, I've been outside a lot, I've met people, and I just realized that what you see online, you don't have to believe. I know people will come online and be like, you don't have to believe everything that you see online, but I saw in my 2 eyes, and I feel like there's just a lot of things that you might see that are not actually true. So do not use that to pressure yourself, because after university, after when you graduate, you'll be like, oh, see, this person has gotten this, person has gotten that, and then you start to feel less of yourself, not realizing that actually not what you think it is. I feel like nobody prepares you for the mental shift that happens when you leave university. When you're in school, the only thing for some people, for me as well, because I knew some people that were working while they were still in school, but I was not working while I was still in school. So in school, like my own mindset was just go for classes, read. Anything that was giving me stress or headache was mostly school related. Fortunately for me, I was actually not in a relationship in school, so I didn't have to go through all those thinking and everything. There was a lot of change when I left school, because unless you're older, this is your life. And I'm like, okay, after university is now when you have to decide what direction you have to take. Do I want to do this job? Do I want to stay at home? Do I want to focus on content creation? Do I want to go into this? Do I want to volunteer? So, and the thing is, whatever decision you make can either make or break your future. Realizing that nobody is coming to guide you is one thing on its own, because no matter how much your parents love you, no matter how much your friends love you, they can't guide you, because your vision, your life is different from their life. So like basically what I'm just trying to say, that after school I realized that I am responsible for my own structure. Like I have to create a structure that works for me, that works for the future that I'm trying to build up. But in uni, I didn't have to do all this. So like one thing that could actually cause great depression is for you to just stay at home. And then that's when your African parents will be like, come and do this, come and do that, come and do this. Bro, I wasn't about to go through that. So I feel like if you're in this stage of life, don't rush it, don't stress, just do what you're meant to do, keep on learning. Don't stress yourself so much to have it all figured out, because that's a mistake that I make. But yeah, apparently no matter how perfect you want your life to be, you can never have everything figured out. And I really hope, like, this is supposed to be a life update. I don't even know if this is a life update, but by the way, I'm just like, okay, let me post something on YouTube, let me tell you what has been going on in my life. Like, truth being said, a lot has not really been going on in my life. It's just that I've gained more exposure than I have ever gotten before. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm going to be seeing you in my next video, and I really hope the next one will be a banger. So if you've not subscribed, please click on the subscription button. I beg, make a chop, like, share, and yeah, with that being said, bye.